Morning guys, today is Sunday, I'm 10 DPO and it is Sunday the 16th of June, it's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day. I managed, sorry I look quite rough, I've just got out of the shower. Got a pack of these in town yesterday. I've just quickly peed. No symptoms apart from I'm having lots of periody feelings in my tummy, not in my back, just stretchy feelings on the tummy and just feel a bit of a dull ache, like maybe I'm a day away from my period. I'm 10 DPO, so theoretically I should be coming on in 4 days' time. Blank test, let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Giving it a little bit longer. Dipped it in my first urine. I just did that about an hour ago actually, because I got up, had a wee and went back to bed. There you go, it should be going across in a minute. I hope you guys are fine. I love it when you do your TTC updates. I really find it encouraging and thank you for your comments. I'm going to tag this on to tomorrow. I mean, it would be totally amazing to get a positive today because it's Father's Day. I'm 10 DPO, but I've only ever once had an early result at 10 DPO and it was a real squinter. So I will be back in a minute. I'm just going to go and get dried and I'll be back in 3.5 minutes. Okay guys, it's been 3.5 minutes. I've just chucked a top on and BFN for today. I've looked quickly before I came on. I had it developing on the windowsill whilst I bung my clothes on and it's definitely, I can't see anything. I can't see a thing. I'm sorry about the glare, it's just a bit more private up here to get 5 minutes to do this, but I have held it at all sorts of lights. There's nothing to my eyes. I mean, if you see any different, let me know, but it is only 10 DPO. So the 16th of June, 10 DPO, Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of you guys out there. Have a good day, but I'll be back tomorrow at 11 DPO to do another test. Thank you, bye. Morning guys, okay, I'm 11 DPO today. I'm currently trying for baby number 6, as you know, and today is Monday morning, so it's 8:30. I did a pee in a cup about an hour ago because I had lots to do, and then obviously I wanted to video this, and they've just left for school, so here I can go. Right, it's I'm going to use my last early response. Now, if I'm sort of counting so that 14 days past ovulation, I'd be sort of expecting my period. We know it would come really 12 to 16 days after ovulation, but let's just assume it's going to be 14 DPO that I'm due my period. So we're looking at, I'm about three, maybe 4 days away from my period, but any time between 3 and 6 days. So I'm using a first response. I'm expecting to see a faint line maybe today. I don't know. Like I say, every pregnancy I've had, I've shown up about 13 DPO, apart from the one that I miscarried in December. But as you know, I was shocked to the bones because I showed up on a real cheapy strip at 10 DPO. But let's get this ball rolling. I'll do what I always do with these little ones. I'm going to dip and then come back to it. So it's a completely blank one, apart from the dreaded, there's always an indent line on these first responses. I know what you guys are saying. You might not see, but you know what I'm on about. There's like this clear, like iridescent line when you hold it up, which is obviously the test. Obviously the line that comes up if you're pregnant. But this is meant to be dipped for like 5 seconds, but I always do a real quick 15 dip. But my urine is really yellow. I'm sorry, it's TMI. But I've been drinking lots, but in the morning, my urine is so yellow at the moment. I don't know whether that's a symptom or I'm not sure. Symptom-wise, if we're spotting, I will do a symptoms how I felt since 1 DPO because I've been logging it in my diary, but just quickly, lots of CM on a panty liner. I'm probably changing my panty liners 2 or 3 times a day, and it's like a very yellow, creamy CM, and it's definitely a medium to a heavy flow. Yesterday, I had quite a lot of it. Day before it was medium, but it's not gone away, and I've had all that periody, which is really putting me off thinking I'm pregnant, because every time I go to bed I'm thinking, oh, I feel really wet down below, I hope I'm not coming on. I had that last month and I came on, but I also had it when I was pregnant before and I was pregnant, so I don't know. I'll go through my period, my symptoms more in detail in another video, but this is just purely a test video. Oh, there you go. My test lines come up straight away. and you're meant to go back and check this after like 3 minutes. Now it's a 6-day sooner. I'm hoping it'll show up. I don't know whether it will. It's already been about 30-40 seconds and it's just a blatant test line. I can see that now, but I'm not going to peek anymore. I'm going to put that on the top. There you go. It's on my little shelf, look, covered up. I'll come back to that in a minute, okay? Thank you. Hi guys, okay, it's been 3.5 minutes. So I was saying I expect something. Well, if something was going to show, you'd expect a 6 days sooner, big advertisement on the box that can, you know, it can see these results in 6 days sooner. You would sort of think, because my body's saying 14 DPO, my period would be due in like, well, 3 or 4 days. If I was waiting until 16 DPO, 5 to 6 days. So you would expect first response pregnancy tests. If you've spent, like I have, 2 tests for nearly £11, you would expect it to be super, super sensitive. But if you do look on the other ones that you buy that are a little bit cheaper, they are quite good as well. But they always say from the first day of your missed period. So you are sort of really putting your everything into these tests, and it's such an expense. So that's why you sort of think, oh, go on, I'll go for it, because it should tell me a conclusive answer. But I have to say, I used these last time and the cheapy strips worked last time when I was pregnant. Do you remember I had a really faint squinter at 10 DPO? So I don't know why I put myself through it all the time, because there's those indent lines and everything like that. But how I feel today, I feel like there won't be I don't think I'm going to get a positive. I think if I do get a positive, it'll be like 13 DPO, but let's have a look. Nothing again today. Hello. I'll come and watch Peter Rabbit. We've got to go to singing today. Nothing at all. There's not even a squinter, and I dipped that for like 10 seconds and it's been 4 minutes now. There's nothing at all. On a positive note, when I was pregnant with that little munchkin, I literally I didn't have first response 6 days sooner, but I did buy, I didn't have these ones, but I bought like a pack of, what ones did I buy with you? I bought some Rapid Results and some cheapy strips and some Superdrug cheapies. And when I was like 9 DPO, I used the cheapy ones, it was negative. I had rapid responses. I did a whole mixed bag. I think the only day I didn't test was 11 DPO. But I tested 9 and 10, it was negative. I tested 12 DPO, it was negative. And I finally got a real fainty squinter. And I'm talking hold up to the light and like this. It was real squinty. And I did think perhaps it was an evap line when I was pregnant with her, because I'd left it like, I'd done the test, had a shower, then looked, and it was a good 10 minutes later. And it was a squinty line, and I had no more tests left. But I bought a pack, do you remember? Again, at Superdrug, when I was at school, at work on the Wednesday, and that was the day my period was due. And again, it was such a faint line that the following day I went out and bought a pack of Clear Blue Digitals, and it did say I was pregnant. But it was such a squinty line the day before I was pregnant, the day before I was due my period. And I've got to be honest, all the others, like I say, when I tested with my son at like 12 DPO, it was such a squinter that I thought it was an evap line. So in my heart of hearts, if I don't get a squinter by 13 DPO, I think I will be out, if I'm being honest. But I will continue to test, because I ovulated later on day 20. I'm sort of thinking 12 to 16 days is when I would be due my period. So day 32 to 36 of my cycle. Because obviously it'd all be later now. So yeah, it would be, wouldn't it, 2 weeks after I've ovulated. So I ovulated on the Wednesday last week. So we are only on, I'm losing track of time, but basically it's definitely 11 DPO today, 100%, and I ovulated on day 20. Day 20 I got my static, and all the ovulation symptoms for me were really, really, really strong on day 21. And we baby danced day 20 and day 21, and we'd done all the baby dancing prior to that as well. So we've definitely got a good shot this month, 100%. Symptom wise, like I say, not a great deal, but there are little bits like the my bladder feels full all the time. I am going for a pee in the night. But I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to do another video when I'm all sorted. I'll sit down and do a really nice lengthy video. We can grab a cuppa and we'll have a little catch up and a chat, and we'll go through my diary. But as it stands today, I'll link it onto the one from yesterday. It's a BFM for me today at 11 DPO. I am gutted because now I've used both of these and that's £11. I can't really afford to get any more of these today because, to be fair, I've spent quite a bit on pregnancy tests. And what with those digitals, the ovulation sticks, I don't want to go crazy because although I can spend it, I'd like to think maybe I could put my money to something else. So I've got in my drawer at the moment some cheapy cassette ones. I think I've got 3 of them, which are like, they say early testing, but it does say from the day of your missed period. I've got some cheapy pregnancy strips. I think I've got a bundle of those, probably about 8 or 9 of those. And I've got a digital and a rapid response, one of them. So what I think I'm going to do tomorrow is a cheapy strip and get a couple of those used. And if I do get a squinty, we'll go on to the rapid response. I just don't want to use my really expensive ones if I'm going to keep getting negative. I don't know. Anyway, but I'm not buying another pack of these, not for a day or two. I don't think I'll bother now because it's not doing what it says on the tin if I am pregnant, is it? Basically, because like I say, I would be either due on Wednesday, hang on, 11 DPO, 12, 13, 14. So I would either be due on Thursday, which is 14 DPO, or I would be due at the weekend. So really I should be getting a squinty today or tomorrow with this at least, and I'm not. So I'm done with these for this cycle. So you will be seeing me testing tomorrow. Love you all, and I promise I will do a nice catch up where we can have a little chat about everything because I do love doing those. Love to all and have a happy Monday. Bye.